and welcome to today's class. We have 3 rounds for time, 20 jumping lunges and 20 air squats. Then we go directly into 100 dumbbell rows and finishing up with another 3 rounds for time, 20 jumping lunges and 20 air squats. We're gonna go through some mobility, some stretching, then probably do a test round, just that we do each movement for fewer repetitions, and then we're gonna hit the workout together. Alright, first let's start with some walkouts. I want you to stand in a hip width stance, maybe just a little bit wider, somewhere in between hip width and shoulder width. And then you're gonna push your hip back, reach all the way down, straight legs, walk yourself out. The hands are right underneath the shoulders here, and then you're gonna go for a torso twist. Open up the chest and the shoulders on each side, and then walk back in. You're gonna repeat this 5 more times, go at your own pace, accumulate 6 total repetitions, right? And then shake it off. Next, you're going to sit down on the floor. Then your hip and your knees are going to close a 90-degree angle on both sides. You're going to sit upright, chest is upright. And you can lean back just a little bit, support you with your hands behind your back. And then you turn your legs from right to the left, from left to the right, without raising your hips, getting off the floor. So only the legs are moving here. Imagine that someone is pulling your knees from one side to another. Let's do 20 in total, so 10 each side. Good. After this, standing on your left knee, then take a lunge step forward with your right. And then what I want you to do next is you push your hip into this lunge. So push your hip out to the front as far as you can, really lean into it, and then you press your right knee out as well. You can support yourself with your left hand, and then stay here for a second. Hold it for just a little bit longer. And then now you're gonna go and touch your right elbow to your right foot. And open that arm again with a torso twist. Let's do this 5 times on the right side. Okay, let's switch sides. Standing on the right now. Left foot comes forward. Push the hip into this position. Press the knee out to the side. Hold it. And then start touching the elbow and opening the arm. Again, 5 times. Good. All right. Of course, there is a motorcycle outside right now. Anyways, next we're going to go for 10 alternating front lunges. Then we take a little break, and then we're gonna go for 10 alternating reverse lunges. So at your own pace, go ahead and do 10 alternating front lunges. Make sure that on the way up, you push yourself up through the heel that is in the front. Okay? And that was 10 for me. And you shake it off, and whenever you're ready, you go for 10 reverse lunges. Again, push yourself up through the heel that is in the front. Go for 10 air squats. Find your stance width somewhere in between hip width and shoulder width. Toes are slightly facing outward. I want to say around 11 and 1 o'clock. Then you're going to drop all the way down below parallel and push yourself up through your heels, keeping the chest upright. Squeeze your bum on top. 10 times. Okay. Now let's look at those jumping lunges that are going to come in our workout. So we will have 3 rounds of 20 jumping lunges as the start of our workout and also as the finishing part of our workout. So for now, I would just like you to go ahead and see how that feels. If your knees don't feel great or your hips or something is going on, it doesn't feel safe, it doesn't feel right, I'd rather have you do lunges instead of the jumping lunges. That's also what I'm going to do because my knees don't really feel great during jumping lunges. Just for the sake of it and to try it, I'll go ahead and do it as well. And I would like you to go ahead and do it as well. 10 alternating jumping lunges. Okay. So now that you know how it feels, I'd like you to decide whether you want to go for this in the workout or you want to go for alternating lunges. If you're going for alternating lunges, I'd like you to do either walking lunges, so just keep walking around in your apartment or in your garden, just like this, until you accumulate 20 steps, or do it in one spot and then do front lunges. So depending on which one you picked, I'd like you to go ahead and do 10 of the lunge variation and 20 of that lunge variation, and then 20 air squat. Nice and slow. This is not for time, this is just for you to get an idea how one round will feel in the workout. So if you're going for jumping lunges, go ahead and do 20 jumping lunges, 20 air squats now. If you're joining me on front lunges, go ahead and do 20 lunges and 20 air squats. Quads are feeling this already. Alright, so this is what round is gonna feel like. But now let's move on to those dumbbell rows. So if you have a dumbbell at home, what you're going to do is single arm alternating dumbbell rows, just like you would do in the gym. You set up and you're gonna aggressively pull the dumbbell to your hip, lower it back down to full extension for full range of motion. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can use any weight that you have at home, a smaller bag, pack it until it's fairly heavy or it has some weight. I think a really good idea would be to use laundry detergent, the ones that you can just hold like this, and do your dumbbell rows with those. If you have nothing, perhaps maybe just a band. I actually don't have a band here, but I'm gonna try to demonstrate what you could do instead. You could probably just step into your band, really nice. Have it nice and tight, so there is a lot of tension in the band, and then you're gonna pull again all the way to your hip crease and let it go back down. Okay, this is a jump rope, so I can't really pull at it, but you're gonna imitate the same movement, and you can influence the difficulty by having your band shorter and shorter, giving you more resistance. All right, let's go ahead and do 6 and 6 dumbbell rows, 6 on each side at your own pace now, either with your band or with your dumbbell. I'm going to shake it off, and next you're going to go for 12 on each side. Whenever you're ready at your own pace. Now that we're doing this, try to have an idea of how you want to break up your 100 dumbbell rows. I do not recommend alternating with every single repetition. It just takes a lot of time. Also, there's not going to be a whole lot of time under tension for the muscle. So you want to give it at least 5 reps on one side. I want to probably go for 10. I think I'll go for 10 reps on each side and then keep alternating that way. All right, let's go for 12 now. That was 10. Alright, just one note on your dumbbell rows here. As you set up, I'd like you to make sure that your hips are facing forward, they're not shifting as you're doing your rows. So instead of going this way with your hip, you want to have it facing forward and only the arms are working, okay? Good, we pretty much have all our movements warmed up. Once again, the workout is 3 rounds for time, 20 jumping lunges or your chosen version of lunges, 20 air squats directly into 100 dumbbell rows, directly into another 3 rounds of 20 jumping lunges and 20 air squats. So if you're ready to hit the workout, just give me 1 minute to set up properly. And if you also need a minute, feel free to take that break now, pause the video, grab some water, grab a towel, and then we resume in a minute. Alright, so let's get started, huh? Crank up your music as loud as you need it to, and then we're gonna get started with our workout here. Alright, whenever you're ready, I am ready. Gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. burn pretty much after the first round, and the very last round got really real. Just gonna wait a bit till my heart rate calms down and I can actually talk to you guys. Alright, what you need next is either to find a wall or a tree or a pole of some sort, or if you have none of that, then just something you can put under your knee, also as a cushion or support. We're gonna stretch. We're gonna stretch our quads a little bit with a couch stretch. Alright, so you have a towel or pullover or something that you can put under your knee here. That will be of good use. You're gonna get your knee as close as you can to the wall. Have your shin against the wall or pole. And then you bring your other foot out into a lunge step. And then you're gonna stay like this for about a minute. I have a clock over there, so I'm gonna keep watching that. You can push your hip more forward, but make sure that the knee stays right by the wall to have a good stretch here. If this is very difficult and you can't even have your chest upright or step up properly with the front foot, that's totally fine. Go as far as you can. Wow, sweat is really killing me. Alright, we're gonna switch sides. If you're doing this without the wall, forgot to mention, you can just hold against that foot, but then make sure to really lean into it, okay? Now we're gonna switch sides. And hold. Alright, relax. Very gently come out of this position. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna lay down on your back. It's closer here. You're gonna lay down on your back. Have one leg down straight on the ground. Extend the other one as far as you can. And with a straight leg, just you can maybe see how my leg is shaking. Just pull it close to you. If you can grab your ankle, that's even better. And just hold it. Hold it for 30 seconds. So just count to 30 very, very slowly. Count 30 Mississippis. Straighten it as far as you can. And switch sides. And relax. Alright, if you feel like your hamstrings can use a little extra stretch, then go ahead, stay on your left knee, right heel is on the floor in the front, and then you're gonna just push your bum back, feel a stretch all the way here, pull against your toes. Again, hold this for about 30 seconds. And switch sides. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining. I hope you had fun and a good sweaty workout. I'm definitely sweaty all over. Head coach is here.
I approve. Happy days.
Thanks for coming, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.